Hey YouTube, I hope you had a good Hoenn tour. We've got a few more Hoenn battles plus some fun Master ones tomorrow. But this team is built around Sunny Castform because in my last two videos, I used Shadow Gardevoir on the weekend if you saw those. Shadow Gardevoir and Shadow Mawile. And Registeel is still everywhere to deal with Shadow Gardevoir. And there is one Pokemon that beats all three, and that is Sunny Castform because you resist the charm and you light up the steel. And like the steals are like big wins. So you destroy both Mawile and Registeel and stuff like that. So it's a very sneaky Pokemon, and it's actually quite bulky. Like you actually beat Sableye too, because it's bulky and the Embers hit pretty hard, and Weather Ball does spam pretty quickly. So let's take a look at the battles. Paired it with it's sort of like a balanced team, like Altaria. When you have so many answers to the steals here, I don't need, so I paired it with Altaria because I have so many answers to steals. You're weak to water, right? So you get destroyed by water. So I paired it with two things that are going to do well against water: Walrein and Altaria. Like that's how I came up with the team. And with this matchup, like Walrein, still although nerfed, still spammy AF. Coming here, I'm gonna shield because they only have one move here, so it's likely going to be a return. Yep, because that's, if you're only going to be able to throw one, might as well throw the big one. They come with their own Altaria. I can get to the Moonblast. Yeah, let's just force a shield here or take this out. And they decide to commit the shield, which is okay, like, because I'm going to be able to come in and get my Walrein on this. They will have a move coming out of it, and maybe not right away, but pretty close. And it's a Medicham in the back. And this is where, so Medicham is actually not an amazing matchup, as you're going to see here. I can take one move, and it is a Psychic. So like, and these IVs are not even amazing on my Castform. Like that's a 6, 8, 12. So like, if you had like a 0, you would probably have like 3 or 4 more levels. Like, but I still take a bunch of counters and take a Psychic, and I'm able to get an Ember and 2 Weather Balls off to basically take out a Medicham, right? So again, like, I've used Sunny Castform before. Like, it's very sneaky bulk, and hits hard. I use it a lot in like draft tournaments when as like my 5th or 6th pick, because like Ninetales and other fire Pokemon are usually off the board by then, and Castform is just a great sort of answer to that. Like as a fire that is still somewhat strong. Ember is a slower generating move, so like you almost never ever get to Solar Beam, so don't worry about that. This matchup, this is the matchup I have to put into short. I make 2 catches and I 2 shield flex here. Yeah, so that was 1 catch here. I played really well this matchup, so I played 1. So caught a Thunder in this. Get hit with the Registeel, which it is what it is. Like, it's a bad matchup, obviously, but it's not anything I can do about it, and that's fine because now I have the Castform. I'm just gonna come right away, and I'm just gonna farm up. I may just shield them. Oh, I'm gonna throw force a shield, I guess. I was supposed to say you can play one of 2 ways. You can throw right away and force a shield, or take it out, or and then I caught the Castform. Yeah. So there's 2 catches. Caught the Thunder, caught the Weather Ball. I know they're drawing energy. You can just farm down. Sableye in the back. I'm going to grab multiple shields here, or do a bunch of chip damage. They're going to have to start shielding soon. So we'll get the second one off here. They're going to need to... Again, Walrein, even though it nerfed 1, it's still super spammy. And they're going to have to throw, or else I'm going to grab another shield. And they do, and I let it go. And then I think I just farmed down with Ember, not even shielding, because I just caught twice and my opponent has no chance. But look at those Embers. Like, those Embers light up quickly. And I'm like, you know what? 6, 8, 12. Even though they could take a return, and they still can't take me with the claws. Like, the one thing that always surprised me with this was the bulk that it had. So Defense Deoxys is a terrible matchup. I'm not getting out because why? The problem is there's no safe swap on this team. You can't come Castform. I'm probably staying because I have no answer, which is not... I think Altaria is probably the answer. The problem is, like, there are a lot of Registeel. So coming in Altaria is not great for Reggie, and you can definitely you can knock him Castform, because if you get like a Swampert or any water Pokemon on you, you are just done. So you cannot use Castform as a safe swap here. So I think Altaria. So you can do one of two things. You can move Altaria to the lead and use Walrein as a safe swap, or you can use Walrein as a lead, like I am here, or you can use Castform as a lead, I guess. I just find that there are a lot of like lead losses with Castform. Like there's a lot of Altarias on like flyers, Altaria, Pelipper. I'm shielding because I know I gotta move here. I'm just gonna force a shield back here. There's a lot of Altaria and Pelippers. I use like using Swampert on the lead, so it's not an amazing lead. I just gotta commit to the farm down here. And they do come with the Medicham, but the problem is I'm already at like 50%. So even though I am pretty bulky, this is just not gonna, especially if they just ramp up with Power Punch or whatever here, then this is just, they're gonna ramp up way too fast. And I'm bulky, but I'm not that bulky. So we'll get a second move up here. We'll get a third. Oh no, I have to shield. I can't shield though, 'cause, yeah, well, this game's over. Once I lost all those leads and switch here, there's not much I can do here. But again, I will almost take this out, come in. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter, they're already ramped up. So next matchup, Walrein to Gardevoir. Probably just stay in this matchup. Because I know I'm pretty spammy, and they come in Sableye. So I have two options here. Either come out with my Altaria or just stay in here. Knowing that I'm almost at a second move. I may just stay in and shield. Yeah, because I think I can outpace to this third Icicle Spear here. Because this is going to be the second one coming up. And if they let this go, then I can just farm down with Powder Snow. Yeah. And I got a move coming out. So if the Gardevoir comes back in, I'm going to have a move to throw at it. Yeah, so they're going to need to throw. They're going to, yeah, well, they can't throw because they're only at like 4 or 5 charms. And it takes like what, like 8 or something. So they try and take me out. Swampert comes in. Well, you are now Switch Lock Swampert. And now I'm going to have my Castform on the Gardevoir. And this game's over. So this is why you pair Castform with Altaria for this matchup in particular. Almost every single one is running Earthquake, none is running Sludge. It takes 4 Hydros here, which again, the Hydros come pretty quickly, but it takes 4 Hydros here. I think they shield, if I remember. Yeah, they're gonna shield and just farm, not farm, but I think they're trying to burn the Switch Clock out, but I do not think it's gonna work. I'm just letting it go because I can take anything. They do not get out, and now I'm gonna get the Gardevoir to on. I'm going to get my Castform on this, and there is nothing they can, I think they get to move into they throw, but I am going to shield and farm down, or I'll throw the Weather Ball, but farm down basically for the win. Yeah. I think there's some people, Registeel lead. I think I have to stay here, throw an Earthquake. I think there are definitely some people, because we are like 3 days left in the season. I've played a couple. I'm sorry that I'm gatekeeping to a certain extent to some people, because I played a couple people in like the 2800s, 2900s, I'm around there. And you can tell like I'm beating them, and they're like, are you gonna let me have this or no? I'm like, no, I gotta make a video. I'm sorry, I will not let you have this. I need to showcase some teams. But yeah, so anyways, Castform, sneaky if you have it. And again, here comes, so I'm down a shield, but I'm out of move. I'm just gonna come in Altaria, pull it within the back. Oh, it's a Walrein, this game's over. Yeah, sneaky play if you have one built. Has some play in this. It's obviously doesn't have as much play in Open Great League right now. Like I'd rather prefer a Ninetales in Open Great League, but even Ninetales is kind of weak right now. So you can only do so much there. And tomorrow I'm going to have a much longer one. Well, I called that one properly. Problem is I don't think I can. I need to farm down all the way. And by this point, I'm in the claw range, I think. Tomorrow is going to be a really, really fun one. I can't win this, right? No, they're going to be able to claw me down before I get to it. Yeah. Close, but no. By the time I shield, they're going to get a claw through on here. Tomorrow, I did play Master League Mega to test out different Mega Pokemon that I have. I tested out 6 Mega Pokemon. All level 50. Mega Gyarados, Mega Swampert, Mega Gengar, Mega Charizard X, Mega Pidgeot, and Mega... What was my 6th Mega? Gyarados, Swampert, Pidgeot, Gengar, Abomasnow, and... Why is this 6th one escaping my mind? Anyways, there's a 6th one. So I got 3 battles in each, so it's going to be a long video tomorrow. But I'm just going to kind of showcase the strengths and weaknesses of each of these. Yeah, it was actually fun to test out all these different Pokemon. I didn't do well. Like, I just paired it with... Some of the teams don't make sense. Something just like Dragonite, Metagross, Core together, plus the Mega. So I didn't do amazing by any means. But I just wanted to like test them out so I can give you like which ones to focus on if you were going to build up Megas. Not to spoil anything, but they're pretty good with their rankings. They're pretty good with their rankings on PvPoke. I used the wrong Charizard though. I used X, which is the dragon. I should have used Y. I should have put on the Wing Attack and Blast Burn and use the Y instead of the Dragon Breath, because Dragon Breath, there's too many dragons to deal, and then yeah, too many dragons. It's really bothering me that I cannot think of my 6th one. Why don't I just, because I've got a bunch of them saved in clips here that I need to shoot this video tomorrow. Mega Abomasnow, Mega Charizard, Mega Pidgeot. Did I say 6 and I just am not counting right because it is very late? Abomasnow, Charizard, Gyarados, Gengar, Pidgeot, Swampert. Okay, there's your 6. I don't know which one I forgot or if I said them multiple times and I just can't count because it is very late and I grinded this weekend. Plus the kids were not sleeping well. So anyways, those are the 6. Coming tomorrow, 3 battles in each. Go over the pros and cons of each. Some of them were not surprising how strong they were. Some of them I was surprised how weak they were. Others I was surprised at how well they performed. So stay tuned for that video tomorrow. Appreciate the thumbs up and comments, and please subscribe if you're new. I will drop, I'm sure this is going up obviously Monday. I'm filming this like Sunday night. Monday, they only have 3 days left in the season of the mythical season, right? That turns over on the 1st and the league turns over on the 2nd. So I would expect them to announce the Go Battle League within the next like 48 hours. So I will bring that news to you when it drops, mostly focusing on the meta, like the changes. I don't even care about the leagues. I always go over the leagues on a weekly basis anyways. I care about like what has changed in the move set, because I if you go back to, you don't need to go back, but if you watch my video when I did the analysis last time, I called the trifecta immediately when they buffed Noctowl. I said what's going to happen now is Noctowl's going to be everywhere to deal with Metachamp, so you're going to have a bunch of steals, which means that you're going to have a bunch of Metachamps and you're going to have a trifecta. So I called that 3 months ago and it came out perfectly. So I expect to do that same sort of analysis when they drop move updates, is to see like, okay, what's changed? How does that fit in with the current meta? What will that change bring to the new sort of meta? So stay tuned for that. That's basically it. So enough rambling. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.